Naruto, even after losing Kurama, he remained very powerful. But now the game is different. Many people who used to be easy for him to defeat now give him a hard time. Want to know more? Then let's go. Truth be told, guys, Naruto without Kurama is not the same anymore. He's not at all that boy who took a long time to become friends and master the power of the big fox. But after he did, he never stopped it. Activating the Kurama mode for everything, this giant power of the Nine Tails ended up becoming a crutch for Naruto. So much so that now he's clearly weaker and less versatile. Characters that Naruto would have been able to beat easily can no longer solos. It's over. Pay attention when I tell you that Naruto got weaker because he lost Kurama. I'm not saying that he got weak. He got weaker. These are two very different things. Even Naruto said in chapter 220 that he's not as strong as before thanks to Kurama's power and was practically at a divine level. To face him head on, you had to be Otsutsuki level or above. Naruto was very broken, but now that he no longer has Kurama, the one thing that made him unstoppable, he remains a strong fighter, but far from being a god like he was before. And that means that now there are many people who can beat him. So let's get to the first one. Itachi was always a very dangerous opponent. Naruto's Sage mode already gives him superior physical attributes that would certainly defeat Itachi in 1v1, and I won't say that Itachi was on par with Naruto in his first Kurama mode in the war. Naruto was clearly just reacting to his blows, but we know that Itachi has always been more about genjutsu than taijutsu. Naruto is definitely more experienced as an adult, but still Itachi is a genius and genjutsu master. He certainly has more than 10 ways to trap Naruto in an illusion and leave him vegetating for long enough to land the final blow. Without Kyuubi, Naruto won't have anyone to flick him to wake him up from the genjutsu, which only hosts of Tail beasts are immune to. Itachi has weapons the likes of Amaterasu and Susanoo and can certainly give a lot of trouble for Naruto. The Sage mode of the Hokage would be a tough match for Itachi, but still, the Uchiha has a bigger chance of winning this. It's no easy task, but I'm positive Itachi could pull it off. Kabuto's always been underestimated, but this guy's damn strong. Infusing himself with Orochimaru's DNA, he gained access to his master's snake techniques and summons, the ability to alter his body, and an enhanced chakra capacity. He later assimilated the DNA of the 3 members of Taka, gaining healing powers from cutting, developed an altered version of Suigetsu's liquefaction abilities, and the ability to passively absorb Jugo's natural energy, now allowing him to continually utilize Sage mode without assistance, which by the way is way stronger than Naruto's, because it can give life to organic matter. Physically, Kabuto undergoes a minor change in this form. Sage mode greatly increased Kabuto's speed of perception and reflexes to the point where he could even avoid arrows fired from Sasuke's Susanoo, which are known for their great speed. He also had access to even more snake anatomy, such as his brio, which allowed him to harm his opponents through the use of intense light, while he was unaffected. He is also capable of infusing life into inanimate objects and manipulating them, such as the surrounding terrain, an ability very difficult to counter. Spikes made out of rock wouldn't hurt Naruto, since his skin was tougher than steel with Sage mode, but remember, Kabuto also have powerful genjutsu that even Sharingan users can escape by themselves. Kabuto wins. This is normal Obito I'm talking about. He took the Rinnegan from Nagato's body after he died and implanted it in his left eye socket, although he used only one eye and was not its original owner. Obito nevertheless gained a great deal of power from it. While he admitted that he could barely handle a single eye, almost losing himself, Obito was capable of performing all of the 6 path techniques with the Rinnegan, though he was only ever seen performing abilities of the outer path. He could summon the demonic statue of the outer path, create extra chains to restrain targets, and revive the dead in exchange for his life. While in possession of the Rinnegan, Obito used it to create his version of the 6 paths of pain, composed of the 6 reincarnated jinchuriki, each with their respective tailed beasts sealed back into their bodies. He controlled them with a single chakra receiver. The effort required to not only maintain this coordination, but to keep the tailed beast under his control prevents Obito from manifesting any other 6 path techniques. Obito's Mangekyo Sharingan granted him him the ability to perform Kamui, a space-time ninjutsu with a greater versatility than Minato's. Kamui served as a gateway to another dimensional space, which he can move all parts of his body between at will. This granted Obito two distinct abilities, teleportation and what is best described as intangibility. He absorbed himself through his right eye into the spatial dimension, and from there he could travel anywhere in the world instantly. His intangibility was a more specialized application of the teleportation, where he sent only parts of his body to the other dimension, so that he could pass through objects, or more often, objects could pass through him. He could only make himself continuously intangible for 5 minutes at a time before needing to rest. Kamui became Obito's signature fighting style to the point that he rarely resorted to more traditional forms of ninjutsu. In combat, he used his intangibility defensively without harming him, and then as offense, he teleported them to his dimension while they are disoriented, so that they can no longer bother him. I don't think I have to say that dealing with the abilities of the Rinnegan and Sharingan without a tailed beast is nearly impossible. I think Naruto's experience would press Obito, but he can beat him. Because Guy had little talent in ninjutsu and genjutsu as a child, he dedicated himself to perfecting his taijutsu. By adulthood, Guy is a taijutsu master with advanced skill in several styles and likewise equal knowledge in styles that he does not. He specializes in strong fist style to adjust his attack patterns and battle tactics to best handle the situation with various unorthodox yet effective strikes. Ultimately, his fighting skills allow him to rarely rely on weapons, and even acknowledged by Madara himself as unsurpassed in physical combat. After losing usage of his right foot, Gai's style became more stationary, balancing on his left leg and positioning himself so his natural weight works with him. He will use his remaining limbs to battle, even strike with his left knee, and employ flips and handsprings to move about quickly. Gai can utilize any and all of the 8 inner gates. Gai's mastery can instantly open up the first 7 gates without the need to open the previous ones, enhancing Gai's physical, mental, and chakra capacity by considerable amounts. Consequently, his body can take on more strain the more gates he opens, potentially causing major damage the more he moves, and the longer he keeps them open. With using all 8 gates, will near certainly cause eventual death. Gai only opens a single gate as a last resort. At the same time, Gai's extreme training allows him to handle opening the gates for longer periods of time, able to endure the 6th gate with only noticeable exhaustion, as well as resist the after effects of the 7th gate to continue fighting by the 4th Shinobi War. Gai became able to withstand using the 7th gate repeatedly before succumbing to its effects, as well as immediately adapt to the immense pain of the 8th gate. I think it's pretty close taijutsu-wise. However, Naruto could hold an advantage with the Frog Kata. In Sage mode, Gai can always open the 6th gate at a low physical cost, but anything beyond that is too much for Naruto. If he can last until Gai starts to wear out, then he will win, but he's not doing it. This fighting style consists of fast, unpredictable movement, aptly named Disturbance Taijutsu. B generally makes use of wrestling moves instead of standard taijutsu, which is supplemented by his immense strength. He could successfully perform a double lariat with A as a child and defeat a giant bear in a sumo match. As an adult, during the 4th Shinobi War, B's natural raw strength had surpassed his brothers. He is also durable enough to withstand being electrocuted by Sasuke, punched hard by Jugu, and even hit by A with no visible damage. He has also shown remarkable speed and reflexes, able to surprise the Yellow Flash. B is the jinchuriki of Gyuki. Even more, he is one of the few individuals to achieve complete control of his tail beasts. Because he has a strong relationship with Gyuki, he can aid him by disturbing his chakra to dispel genjutsu, or granting B more of its own chakra. It's more of a willing partnership than actual dominance. B can easily access and utilize version 1 and 2 transformations with all 8 tails, all of which while retaining complete control of himself. One-on-one, he is not far behind from Naruto. With a lariat stronger than his brothers in base form, Killer B possesses a massive quantity of strong chakra and stamina, enough to fight throughout an entire day. Even while fully transformed, he could quickly recover and return to battle with no ill effects. Shortly after being hit by his own tailed beast ball, his tantalizing chakra caused Samehada to betray its master Kisame. To join B, Naruto's Sage Mode alone is not enough to penetrate the mantle of the 8 Tails. Not to mention, he also has sealing techniques and monstrous strength, enough to put down Naruto. And that's it for today's video. Hope you liked it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like on it, as well as subscribe to the channel. Also hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. With that being said, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.